How do you survive what's coming? The frequency of the world that we live in, it's changing. And in recent times, we just went through a high energetic change. We were bombarded with solar flares and the Schumann resonance spiked. And as a person that's well in tune with his body and going through all these shifts, it really got me to start to question about people that are addicted to the modern life in a lot of these ways. How can you possibly survive what's coming? We have to understand that every living thing has a frequency. And if you think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, you will understand this reality. All biological systems are influenced by the Schumann resonance and the sun. And when we go through these high energetic shifts, it affects us. And for the main idea of this lesson, I want everyone to stay focused on the nervous system. Your nervous system is controlling everything. You might be getting me for the first time and you could say to yourself, you know what? In recent times, yeah, I have been feeling very strange, very strange what my body's been doing, very strange changes that are occurring. Your nervous system has to be calibrated. It has to be able to handle how we are going to live. You know, people are in their everyday life doing actions and deeds, daily habits and routines. I don't understand how it's possible to outlast the onslaught of changes. You know, over the course of time, and you know, I lead people through firsthand experience. I had to change my diet. I had to change certain, you know, ways of my life. You know, as the frequency is shifting, so many people resonated with that video I put up, and maybe you're going to resonate with this. We're going through what's called the quickening. Time is speeding up. How can your nervous system, see, your nervous system is already probably shot by the job that you're going to, right? How can you possibly keep up with the modern lifestyle in a job, in a workplace, right? Maybe, you know, when it comes to certain relationships, how can you constantly keep up when the time or our perception of time is speeding up? You know, I shared how my oven clock, I purposefully set it fast, and I set it 3 minutes fast when the clocks changed, and I take out the cell phone that has the digital time, and it's only 1 minute different. I said, where did the 2 minutes go? And I've been noticing this over time, and many people resonated with that, and you might, you know, do something like that, and you start to say, wait, something's off with the time. See, the nervous system has to be calibrated in order to continue our existence here on Earth. Okay, so all biological systems, that means all animals, all living things, is going to be influenced by these changes. Some people like to deny the sun, and you might be a person that's new to this, and I've seen over the course of the years, and there are people that, you know, maybe because of mainstream media, they gaslight the sun and the changes that the moon causes, right? The moon causes the tides to change. Well, the moon, you know, these effects, it moves the water around the body, right? What's in the water in the body, and what's inside the body, now that we're going to talk about it, you know? How can people survive this? You know, I'm saying to myself, you know, knowing this, you know, living the lifestyle that I have, and, you know, out here, do you feel the peace? How's your nervous system, right? How's your nervous system? There are certain things, you know, maybe there's people that are, you know, trying to keeping up in the big city, keeping up with that lifestyle. you know, certain foods that you eat. Many people are waking up to what they put in the fast foods, all these chemicals, right? You are what you eat, so all these things are in the body. And then it's actually a frequency. It's actually a frequency. When people make a choice in life, we're all going to make a choice. I'm going to revisit one of the most powerful videos I did in the past year. And I said, everyone's going to make a free will decision. And the free will decision is going to be fear or unconditional love. Let's focus on love, and let's focus love for oneself. I am the embodiment of health and wellness, and many people know me on my journey and what I do here on the channel in my on-the-ground community. But when I, you know, step into the gym, and I've seen this over the years, and people that share things on social media, there are many people that are not actually loving themselves. You know, this goes beyond just, you know, trying to get healthier and make dietary changes. You know, there's people walking around, and a lot of people are, you know, injecting these things. Some of you know about them. You know, there's tons of reels talking about them. And what is that thing doing to the nervous system? Anyone? Our nervous system has to be wired correctly. We have to be calibrated correctly, right? So we live, okay, the law of correspondence. You attract what you are, and you're going to get the life, right, that your frequency is, and the frequency that we're emitting. How can we possibly survive what's coming when we're not focused on our health and wellness and knowing what's actually going on? When people don't love themselves, they take these things, right? And I see these people in the gym, you know, they look one way, and they take all these things. They got all these pimples. They got all these weird looks in the face, right? You know, when they take that thing. But it's all over the place now, right? And you'll see people talk about it and what's really in it, but people will line up for it. How can you survive what's coming? The nervous system, your nerves, your body. You got to love yourself. And when you don't love, when you have self-love, you know, you want to always improve yourself. You want to improve your body. You don't want to pollute your body. You know, sometimes we pollute our body with fast foods and junk food. And then and now we're also in a time period where people are polluting their body just to look a certain way. Get a certain look, because the celebrities have this look. You ever see that look that these celebrities have now in the face? What's that look? Someone's got to let me know about these things. I got a lot of questions myself. You let me know in the comments any of the things that I'm talking about. We're a community here. If you're already loving the video, I appreciate it if you hit the like button, and maybe click the subscribe button and take this journey. We're on a journey of self-discovery, and you know, just like if I go to the gym and I lift weights, or if I walk the beach, whatever it is I might do on my journey, it's about the mental health, right? You got to be strong mentally, and there are too many people in this world that aren't strong mentally. If you're not strong mentally, and if you don't love yourself, you got to focus. You have to know, oh, the body is the temple. Some people think the temple, oh, I got to go to the temple. No, the temple's right here. This is the temple, right? Here's the temple. This is the sacred temple, the sacred DNA. These are the things that we have to be focused on. Not focused on Instagram, looking a certain way, right? Taking these things because it's the cool fad to do. How could people possibly survive what's coming? The frequency of the world is shifting, you know, and really going through this myself, sitting here and going through this shift. I was called to fast. And I felt these changes occurring in the body, and the pains occurring in the body. You know, and if you want to learn about, you know, what I've done for my detoxification journey, you could click the subscribe button and watch how to reset your body for optimal health. You know, sometimes we have to take ownership and reset our body ourselves. All the toxins, and then we also store in our gut, in our fascia, in our liver, right? The traumas. You might be getting this message, say, yeah, I had a lot of traumas, Uncle Mike. So we want to take the time to release these things, because everything is a vibrational match, right? And if the frequency is rising up in the world, if the world that we live in, if the frequency of this world is going higher, we have to go higher as well. And we have to be a vibrational match to the world in order for us to continue. We have the systems of the body. And a system is a collection of structures, cycles, and processes that relate to and interact with each other. What are the structures in our body, right? Are your mitochondria up and running, baby? The cycles of the body, right? The cycles, every day there's cycles that are going on, right? Day after day. Digestion, circulation, breathing, respiratory, all controlled by the nervous system. Processes, right? Things that you do. It's not just about lifting weights, bro. It's about being prepared to build, being prepared to get up. You know, some people, they look at me, they say, what are you training for? They think I'm training for like a competition. I said, I'm training for life, kid. I'm training for life. Do you understand what's coming? We're already past. We're past the point of trying to explain it to someone. So, you know, there's people in the world, they're not going to hear you no more, right? Some people know that meme. I have a tremendous Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. We're growing like never before. I love the memes. We're all meme warriors, right? That's what we are. No, I love the memes. I love the memes. And there's a meme out there that's going around. They can't hear you no more. It's finished. We're already past that point. This world is changing, and we have to keep our frequency up. And the more that we're connected to God, when we're connected to nature, and when we love ourselves, when you don't love yourself, and that's a frequency. You got to love yourself. You don't want to put things in your body, right, that are not going to support it and nurture it. You need nourishment. You need to know the cycles, as I just said. You know, I know my body. I know when, it's time to detox. It's time to fast. And I've been sharing with the community, you know, and you know, the men that I talk to. You got to do you, right? We have to do these things, right? Not go out and impress some broad, some modern woman that ain't even gonna make it, bro. You better wake up. You're the divine feminine. You could love yourself. Whatever you want to, you want to eat, right? But we see like these women, they got to take the shot thing, right, to lose all the fat on the body, right, and the face looks weird, right? Start loving yourself. Get up, divine feminine. Start loving yourself. Take the silly high heels off, put the feet on the ground, ground yourself, right? That's why they put the high heels on the woman, to disconnect the connection to the earth, right? You're gonna learn a lot on this channel. But we've gotten to the point where this is over right now. And how can people possibly survive it? Because just recently going through this high energy burst, I feel it myself. And so how do I put myself in it? Well, I feel this right now. Then I put myself back. I put myself back in the old living conditions, right? You put yourself back in the old situations, your old ways of eating and all that stuff, right? The old people you used to put up with. Your peace got to be your top priority, you know? And when you have that peace, you got it all. Because it's about your nervous system. Your nervous system is the driving force for everything. Many people are starting to talk about the nervous system. But what I do here on this channel, I'm talking about the nervous system while I'm also talking about the changes that are occurring in this world that are going to affect our nervous system. And if you're hearing me for the first time, we have to become well-versed that we live within a frequency known as the Schumann resonance. We have to become well-versed that the sun is more than just thermal energy. And Nikola Tesla said that electromagnetism is more of a driving force in this universe than we were led to believe by the mainstream. Do you know this? We have to start thinking differently. We have to break free. And if you have that fear, I understand it's very, you get a lot of fear. You say, well, what are my friends are going to think about me? Right? Oh, this is the popular, what if I don't follow these pumped up social media influencers? What if I don't watch CNN and Fox News? What would I do with my life? I understand, but you got to be the light warrior, because how the heck are these people going to survive? The time is speeding up. The energies are shifting like never before. You might be saying, you know what, yeah, I've been waking up in the middle of the night. I don't understand. 3 a.m. I wake up, I don't understand. Well, you click subscribe, you got the right channel and community, kid. It's finished, it's over. We're not going back. You see, where we're headed is beyond what you lived your entire life. And there's a free will decision if people are gonna make it through. It must be this way, because in order to experience a new life, your nervous system must be reset and calibrated. You will never have you might be hearing me right now, you say, yeah, I wanna have all the wealth that's coming in, all the abundance for the people, I wanna have beautiful love, I wanna have all these things. The nervous system, if your nervous system is not calibrated to it, you will never experience any of these things, because you're not a vibrational match. If your subconscious is running a story in the background, and however you lived is valid, but that subconscious got to be wiped clean. And there are people that are finding this right now, and you say, yeah, I feel lost. I don't understand. I feel lost in the past, maybe year. It keeps picking up. Those that are tracking the Schumann resonance, you see the spikes that keep going up and up in a post-2020 world. So many solar flares, especially in the past month, right? In X-class solar flares this year. And this energy is changing us at a subconscious level. And the subconscious is more important than the conscious. And the 5%, now, when you realize this, has to override that 95%. And it's a free will decision. So when we make decisions to love ourselves, to eat the right foods, to say no, to not put the money first, but actually put our peace first. Even this hustle culture is a thing. And I'm very strong on being productive, but I also spend a lot of time doing, my self-care. Self-care is not, just a luxury, it's a priority at this point. You have to keep up with this frequency shift. We have to be focused on our diet, what we're eating, what we're consuming, how we're sleeping, what is our surroundings. Epigenetics is affecting our DNA. Epigenetics, right? So when you're surrounded by stress all day, and here come the solar flares, and here comes the Schumann resonance spikes, and what is the traumas that you're holding in all different parts of the body, and then what was in the food that was fed to our people? What was in the food that was fed to our people? Anyone? Over all these years? And then there's people that are lining up for all these chemicals and putting all these things in the body. Today, make a conscious decision to love yourself, because how the heck can someone survive what's coming? I appreciate each and every one of you. We have daily videos 9 a.m. Eastern Time to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Leave a comment down below. What are your health and wellness regimens that you partake in? And really stay away from stress. Leave the modern life. Do you realize that time is speeding up? Do you understand this? We're in like a quantum chaos right now. So start loving yourself. It starts with loving yourself first. Then the person next to you is going to love you, right? Unconditional love with the person next to you, not transactional love. And then we move outward. Then we move out to our local community, right? We have a family, whatever it might be. But it all starts with you. It all starts on the inside. As I said for many years, ascension is an inside job. And this year, we are ascending to a higher version of who we are. I love each and every one of you. Share this video around the world. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Click subscribe, click like, Facebook, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram. Share it all out to the world, because the world has questions and we have the answers here. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going.